everybody, and welcome to a Wednesday episode of the Degenerate Disseminators podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, and we do have Daniel in the building with us today.
Hey guys.
So it's been a while since we've had an episode, so we got a lot to go over here. I believe our last episode we gave out 5 plays. Double check here. Actually, no. So we did have another. Okay, so our last episode was the one with Josh Emmett, and the Macklin Celebrini assists. We also did have a over on the Heat Bucks game, which actually still would have cleared, but then Tyler Hero got moved to out, so I switched the plays. But yeah, so for that day, Macklin Celebrini over half an assist. That cashes. We get 1 unit there. And then the switch play, we took Pell Larson over 2.5 assists, which also gets a unit back. However, Josh Emmett money line falls through. Very interesting decision there. I thought he maybe not won the fight, but I thought it was definitely way closer than the judges made it seem. So, based on our last episode, we go 2-1 up 1.5 units, and then the Monday following that, we put 2 units, or we put a bet to win 2 units on the Florida Gators to win the college basketball men's championship, and they get it done. So easy 2 unit cash there. And then yesterday, sorry, we did have 2 plays official on Instagram. Matt Duchesne over half an assist. That clears. We put 1 unit to win 1.3 back, so that was pretty huge. We also had Jared Allen over 22.5 points and rebounds. He fell too short. The Cavaliers were just whooping the Bulls, so they took him out. But still ended up, making 2.2 units profit on today. So kind of an interesting run we got here. I believe we're 8-3, up about 6.4 units. So looking pretty
Very
solid.
nice.
Yes.
Good April
Very
beginning
good. Yes. Hopefully we
start.
can keep it rolling today, guys. We have 3 picks coming at you, and without further ado, I'm gonna let Daniel give you guys his NHL play of the day first.
All right, guys. Coming in hot. Number one pick for the podcast. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs at the Tampa Bay Lightning. We are taking the over 5.5 at minus 130. Now, honestly, um, this bet is like really obvious just looking at not just for this season, but for the past 2 seasons. Um, rather their last 10 games they've played, the only time they have only gone under 5.5 goals twice. So I mean, both of these teams are obviously very high scoring. You got the highest goal scorer of last season, Austin Matthews, versus Nikita Kucherov, Braden Point. Need I say more? These guys can score goals. Obviously, their goaltending on both sides is really good. You got Vasilevsky versus Joseph Wall, Stolars versus Johansson. All four of these goaltenders are pretty solid for, I mean, even their second string. Obviously, Stolars and Wall have been pretty much sharing the net all season. But Jonas Johansson is pretty solid for a second string goalie. I mean, 3.03 goals against average and a .901 save percentage with 1 shutout. I mean, can't ask really for more from that guy. But although their goaltending is really good, I think their goal scoring ability is better. And it honestly shows. This season alone, in January, Toronto beat Tampa 5-3. Toronto beat Tampa 5-3 again in November, and 5-2 in October. As far as how this game's gonna go, I want to say I know that the Maple Leafs have beat Tampa by at least 2 goals every time they've played this season. I think I think Tampa is going to want one back. I think they're going to push really hard to win this game tomorrow. And it helps a lot that the Maple Leafs are playing a back to back. Tonight they played the Panthers and lost 3-1. I think they're going to take the road trip to Tampa, lose again. I think the Lightning are going to score a pretty decent amount of goals on them. And yeah, for my bet, over 5.5. As far as side bets go, I'm going to say Nikita Kucherov for an assist. He's got 8 in his last 5. And we'll take Braden Point for a goal. He's got 5 in his last 5. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. I'm going to go ahead and swing the rock to Jordan for some more sports.
Hey guys, so I got 2 picks from the NBA today. First game we're looking at is the Lakers actually going on the road to Dallas. Luka's return to home. Um, They did just play last night, so gonna kind of wait and see, check out the injury report because I feel like we might get some rested players here, but hopefully that's not the case. This is gonna be a great game regardless. The Lakers have been looking really good. They did just lose to the Thunder on the road in OKC, as most people do, last night. But prior to that, they were four. They won 4 out of the last 5, and they were coming off back-to-back wins, um, which is most notably also against OKC. They played 2 times pretty close to each other, so they split that 1-1 in this past week. What the heck? Sorry. Um, Overall, the Lakers have just been getting healthier and just overall better, getting Luka acclimated into this new system here. While the Mavs are still trying to incorporate Anthony Davis back into their lineup and a bunch of other players they've had coming back from injury. The Mavericks do hold on to the 10th seed, so they do have a play-in spot. But I do think the Lakers do need this win more. I believe they hold the 3rd seed, but they're only 1 game ahead of Denver, sorry, and 2 games behind the Clippers. And especially coming off this loss last night, they definitely need to widen that gap. So I think they look to do it against the struggling Mavericks team. The Mavericks actually do have a little bit of a bigger cushion as far as their play-in spot. So I do think the Lakers definitely need this one more. There's obviously gonna be a crazy narrative given as Luka coming back to Dallas for the first time. But the Lakers just look so much better. And the fact they're only laying 5 points is kind of ridiculous. So I'm taking it. I think it's a good bet. And to kick things off, we're going Lakers -5 and Luka's return to Dallas. And to wrap things up for the night, guys, with bets like these, this is like my Green Goblin mask. I just can't help going to them. We have the Raptors taking on the Hornets, and the game totals at 215. Defensively, I believe both of these teams, if you combine their opponents' points per games, let me just confirm this really quick since I have it up. It's 229 points. Very, very poor defense played between these two teams. They have met twice this season. Let me just double check the exact scores, but I know they've covered once, going over 215, and then they went under once. But I know the time that they went over was like an insane over. Let me just double check this here. So yeah, the first time they met, back in October, so this was a while ago. They combined for 271 points in regulation time, no OT, nothing. But then the next time they met, they did put up 205, and this was relatively recently on March 28th. Yeah, like I said, I just can't help these bets. I love these Dust Bowl games. These teams have nothing to play for. It's 2 lottery pick teams. Their defenses are both horrible. And important to note, both of these teams have gone over the game total of 215 in 4 out of the last 5 games. This is the wackiest part of the NBA season, so I'd love to see some crazy high scoring game, which is definitely a possibility since we've seen it before between these two. So to wrap things up for me, I'm going over 215 game total points for the Raptors or the Hornets at the Raptors, and that's gonna do it for me tonight. Daniel, is there anything else you'd like to add? Oh, hungry, yeah.
These tacos are bussin', capital B. All right, they're so good. I've had 8 of them so far,
Oh hell yeah.
and I want more. Shout out to Hello Taco, great taco company. Apparently, my first time having them. Other than that, Smacklin Celebrini's playing tomorrow. I would say slam the over on goals. They're playing the Wild, and they've played the Wild twice. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist against them. I would say either slam the over on points, or if you want to just pick goals or assists, you probably get better odds for those. But yeah, that's all I've got to say.
All right. Do you want to touch up on the Mike Malone getting fired situation? I don't know
Oh,
what's going
yeah.
on in Denver. Um, I don't know. I feel like Adam Silver is like holding guns to people at this point to get the ratings up because who would have said this guy just won the NBA championship 2 years ago and then he had a pretty decent playoff run last year. Um, yeah, I don't get it. And then especially heading into this new playoffs literally coming up in a couple of weeks. Should be interesting to see how Denver goes. I was actually contemplating putting a futures bet out there for the Nuggets to win. I just like the Nuggets team. When the Heat, get bounced, I like to follow the Nuggets. But it should be very interesting to see how this affects the Nuggets moving forward. Do they play today? Let me double check. Uh, Yes, they play the Kings, so that should be a pretty interesting game. But we're gonna go ahead and kick into the recap really quick. Please feel free to follow us on Instagram. We gotta make some more plays official. Who knows? Or on days we don't record, we make plays official on there at DD Sports Podcast. Links are in the descriptions. And if you guys haven't already checked out Pickett, um, we do have a link for that down below as well. Bunch of tools for sports betting, estimated value, bet tracking, things of that nature. Also, you can copy and paste bet, which is pretty cool. But there's a whole much more. There's a whole lot more features on there. I would be here all day if I tried to explain them all. But you guys should definitely check them out, and you also get some free money as well for signing up. So please use our link down below and start tracking your bets, guys. But we're gonna kick it into the recap now. Lakers -5 for 1.1 units. Leafs Lightning over 5.5 goals for 1.3 units, and the Raptors Hornets over 215 game total points for 1.1 units, giving us 3.5 units in play for the day. And hopefully we can keep adding to this crazy run around right we are on right now. That was really hard to say, guys. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. And
I
we'll
have one
catch
more
you.
thing to
Oh,
add.
okay, go ahead, Daniel.
Dallas was up 5-2 against the Canucks tonight. And in the final minute, the Canucks scored 3 goals. What the fuck, guys? All right, that's all I have to say. Shout out Marcel.
Yeah, shout out Marcel. But that's gonna do it for us, fellas, and we will see you in the next one.